Yeah, I've seen it slurping on melons. This one tastes different than usual. I'm gonna go back to look at the box. Yeah, I don't know why, but this one tastes different than the others. Yeah, maybe it was a packaging error. In the campsite. I've seen the first 2 minutes of it.
And then the question really is to what extent that court decides that Heller is more than about the home, and to what extent the Second Amendment exists outside of that, or can be protected outside of that, which then might bring into question the Peruta case and the idea of discretionary issuance of concealed carry permits. But one thing I'm sort of interested in is this notion that the type of scrutiny that lower courts have used in the wake of Heller is somehow relegating Second Amendment rights to, as I think Justice Thomas who said it's a second-class right. Maybe, but I will say this: it's not quite. I'm not certain that all things that we consider fundamental in the Constitution necessarily get strict scrutiny. If you think about even within the First Amendment context, yes, there are many parts of the First Amendment that get strict scrutiny, but there are other aspects of the First Amendment that look a lot more like an intermediate type of scrutiny. Same with Equal Protection Clause, right? There are certain classifications that get strict scrutiny, certain ones that don't. The Fourth Amendment, I don't think anybody would argue, is not a fundamental right, the idea of being free from unreasonable searches and seizures. The Fourth Amendment certainly does not get strict scrutiny, and I would say the similar things about the Fifth Amendment, the Sixth Amendment, Seventh and Eighth Amendments as well. So, yes, it's not. Fundamental in the Constitution, right? Maybe, but I will say this: it's not quite. I'm not certain that all things that we consider fundamental in the Constitution necessarily get strict scrutiny. If you think about even within the First Amendment context, yes, there are many parts of the First Amendment that get strict scrutiny, but there are other aspects of the First Amendment that look a lot more like an intermediate type of scrutiny. Same with Equal Protection Clause, right? There are certain classifications that get strict scrutiny, certain ones that don't. The Fourth Amendment, I don't think anybody would argue, is not a fundamental right, the idea of being free from unreasonable searches and seizures. The Fourth Amendment certainly does not get strict scrutiny, and I would say the similar things about the Fifth Amendment, the Sixth Amendment, Seventh and Eighth Amendments as well. So, yes, it's not strict scrutiny that's being used in the wake of Heller, but it's not clear that that alone makes the interpretation of lower courts of Second Amendment rights and state and local regulations a constitutional problem. You know, at the end of the day, the United States still has the most permissive gun laws of any industrial.
Hudson's final day. All right. Oh, and after that, I'm gonna react to ATV Studios Arrives. By the way, ATV looks really cool. It looks a lot cooler than the second coolest person, which is JT. Oh, Decrack went live. A surprise late night stream reaction hangout. Huh.
Shit. Look, they getting mad.
Hey, faggot! Hey, where's Gabo?
Oh yeah, by the way, so I used Streamlabs to record Chris's reaction to your scene.
I'm right here, Josh. What is it? Would you keep playing around? Get your ass over there. Come on, we have fresh meat coming on the way. We got a kid coming here. We're ready to beat him up. Hell yeah, we have dinner tonight, boy. Now get your ass over there.
Josh the cannibal.
He's about to come here. The new kid is coming. Okay, whatever you say. Hey, fire kicks. Shut up, fag. Okay, Josh, you ready for this? Yes. We've been waiting for this kid all week. And he's sneaking through that door any second now. We're just gonna wait. Yeah, fresh dinner tonight, boys. Hell yeah, fresh meat on the way. Yeah, we're gonna beat him up with my giant fist. Hey, what do you want me to do when that fresh meat comes through the door?
I wonder what it is about fresh meat that makes Josh want it so much.
What do you want me to do? Okay, Plimpton. Me and you.
Oh wait, I've got it. Josh Myers beats children because he's too weak and pussy to beat anyone around his age.
We would grab the kid, and we'll take him upstairs. And Gabo, you got the knife? Yeah, it's right here in my pocket. Okay, you better cut the kid. If you don't do it, we're gonna have to cut you. Come on, Josh. This is wrong. I don't want to cut up a kid.
Well, then why did you join his gang if you knew that he was doing wrong things?
Well, you're gonna have to, faggot! I don't give a damn! Cut up the kid, or you get cut up. I'll put a shank up your ass. Oh my God. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I told him to grab the kid. Let me kill him with my giant fist.
So, Josh destroyed 11 planets with his chest. I wonder if he could destroy himself with his fist.
Yeah, when we kill him, we're gonna cut him up. We're gonna cut off his penis, and we're gonna sew it to another person.
Are you gonna sew it to yourself so that you'd have one for once?
And I am gonna sew the kid to another kid, making him twins, and I'm gonna pour poison in their eyes.
I wonder what the other kid is.
Because I'm gonna see if the eyes will change colors or not. God. Yeah. Okay, Henry! Henry! Oh my, what? Oh, sorry, Josh. What is it? What do you want, boss? Okay. I want you to go upstairs with fire kicks. Right now. Come on, move it. Let's go. You and you. Fire kicks. Upstairs with Henry now. Both of you. You got it. Come on. Let's go. Wait for me. Henry, wait for me. Okay. All right. You guys listen up. Plimpton, Gabo. When that kid walks through the door, you know what the plan is. Yeah. Me and you will grab him. Yeah. What do you do again? I cut him. You damn right. Shit, I hear someone in the driveway. We got some meat now, boys. He's arriving. The package is arriving. All right. Okay. Plimpton, get over here. Yeah. Your boss. the hell? Hudson? Oh no. Oh wait. Hudson. Hudson. Alright, I'll cut him out. Feels good to be back from the
Yo, Josh Myers isn't no pussy who would beat anyone to death and eat them. Yeah.
The emergency room, huh, guys? Get him! Come on, faggot! Boy! Get him! Whoa, hey! What's going on here? Shut up, faggot! Let's go! Get him! Guys, let go of me! Let go of me! Shut up, faggot! Get your ass in there! Whoa, what's the problem here? Let me go! Oh, hell no! Hey! Get back here! I got him! Sit down! Sit down now! Stand down! You're gonna die today. Please. Please. No. I don't want to die. What? What do you want? Oh, you know what I want. I want fresh meat. Young meat. I need to eat tonight for my fat ass. So I can feed my whole gang here. Yeah, we're gonna cut you up and we're gonna put you on the grill. But first, I'm gonna beat you to death. And then we're gonna sew you to another person, make you into twins. And then I'm gonna cut up your penis, cut off your penis, and sew it to someone else's body.
Yeah, sew it to yourself so that you'd have one, finally.
And then I'm gonna pour poison in your eyes and see if it could change colors. You guys are sick! I'm out of here. Oh, hey! Sit down!
Now he sounds like Dennis.
What the hell's faggot boy doing here? Gay Rob? What are you doing? You know what I'm doing, Hudson. Hold on 1 second. Hey, Gay-Bo! You know him? Yeah, I know him. Hudson, he used to pick around me a long time ago when I was a kid. When he was with Frankie and my brother Mitch. So, kill him, guys. You're gonna finally get what's coming to you, Hudson. Ooh, I'm so scared of you. I'm really not scared of you. After all the years that you have taunted me in, you're gonna finally get what's coming to you. Okay. I see how this is. You want to get back at me for me taunting you all those years when you were just a baby, throughout your childhood and your adult life. Go ahead. Kill me. I want to go see Frank anyways. Go ahead. Kill me. Wow, you're really asking for it, Hudson. What a loser. You know what? Gay-Bo. Go finish him up. Certainly. Okay. Wait a second here. Okay, I see how it is. Come on, guys. You know, okay. I was just joking. I was playing around. Okay, I was playing around, Gay Rob. Okay, I'm sorry. I was playing around, okay? All those things were jokes. I'm sorry. Come on, guys. I'm 29 years old. Come on. Okay.
29-year-old fresh meat? Well then, 29-year-old, that's more like rotten meat.
I'm 29 years old. Please, I have a long life to live. Still young to me. Hold him down! cable. Do it. Let's go. Hey, let go of me. No, I'm sorry. Come on, move it.
Joseph Mengele is the real-life Josh Myers. Whoa. So he poisons people. Well, Josh from your series does kinda seem Nazi-ish.
Guys, come here! Hold on, fag! Fuck him up! Fuck him up!
Next I'm gonna see the ATV scene.
Hey guys, my name is ATV Studios. How you guys doing? So, you guys probably never heard of me before. Okay, let me introduce myself. My name is ATV Studios. I'm the youngest brother of Plimpton. Yeah, he's my brother, my oldest brother. He's 68 and I'm 60. I'm 60 years old. So yeah. Yeah, you guys probably never heard of me. I'm ATV Studios. I'm brother of Plimpton. Plimpton, get over here. Hey, ATV, how you doing? Come here, shithead. Hey, you want me to do that slamming thing that we used to do a long time ago in the old house? Oh yeah, show me how it's done. Yep, we'll pick you up like this. Whoa! Holy shit! Like that. And we'll twist you around and then... Oh, God! Holy shit. You still got it. Damn, Plimpton. Let me get up. Damn, you ruined my bandana. You could just... You could fix it back up. There's no... Damn. I think my back is broke. Man, how the hell are you doing, Plimpton? How? I haven't seen you in years. Yeah, it's been a long time. Yeah, how have you been doing? I've been locked up here in this crazy house, but how's your life going so far? Hey, you know, my life has been going great. It's been so many years since when my old house got taken down. I'm talking about my old house, the one in the 80s. It was mold infested. I don't know if you remember that, Plimpton, but you remember my old house, the mold infested house? Oh yeah, yeah. Ugh. Yeah, I still remember that house. Yeah, it was really hard to breathe in there. Good thing my old house was not like that. But hey, that slamming thing that I did to you just now, you remember when we were kids, or when we were like teens. Remember, I would pick you up like that, and I would slam you into the door upstairs in my old house, the house that we grew up in. Oh yeah, your old house, the one that got burnt down by those punks. Yep. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, what else would be there? How come you just... okay, ATV, how come you don't remember our old house? The one with the top deck and the carport and everything? It was like a very small house. Yeah, hand-built by a second floor, but hand-built by our hands. We didn't build that second floor in our old house. You don't remember this, but our dad built that second floor in that old house. I don't know if you remember that, but he did. He built it all by himself. Just that giant room for all of us. A lot of our brothers. Oh yeah, hey guys, if you guys don't know, we have other brothers too. It's more brothers than me and Plimpton. Plimpton, tell everyone how many brothers that we have in the Plimpton family. Yeah. Yeah, we grew up with 7 brothers.
7 brothers. So is it you 2 and 7, or you 2 and 5?
Yeah. Yeah, because it was me, you, and 5 others. I don't remember their names.
Yeah, it's me, you, and 5 others.
Yeah. And I think 2 of them are dead. Yeah, 2 of them are dead right now. One of them was killed in a car crash, and the other brother was killed in a rock slide or landslide. Yeah. And all of this was in the 80s. A lot of things happened in the 80s. Yeah, nigga. It's really sad. Yeah. I think one of my youngest brothers, they were actually my youngest brothers, the ones he's talking about, the ones that our brothers died. Those 2 brothers, those are our youngest. The one who died in the car crash was, I'll say 20 years old, and the second one that died in the landslide was, damn, he was young. He was still in school. I'll say he was 16 when he died. Holy shit. Yeah. Well, hey, ATV Studios. It was nice seeing you again. I'm gonna go somewhere else, and I'm gonna and go talk to Officer Taylor. Okay, so you stay here. My big brother here in the crazy house. That's crazy. That's insane, nigga. Well, no one else is in here, so... Ah, son of a bitch. Oh, well, I'll throw myself out the window.
Well, we didn't get to see him falling out the window. Huh. Josh, Josh Myers has more EPs than anyone ever. So, so he has an octopus down there? Yeah, he has an octopus.
Western nation, there are 400 million guns in private hands. I'm not sure I would necessarily characterize what's happening as a significant restriction in the ability of people to get firearms, even with the state and local laws that are there. And certainly there are some, like the New York City ordinance, that are outliers that are probably fairly easy to strike down.
John?
So this is different than the first two cases of marijuana and immigration, because there is no constitutional individual right at issue there. like there is here. So there is some level of national uniformity that is required. And then the question is just on top of that, how much diversity of policy should we allow? So I do think the Supreme Court has been derelict. Whether you agree that the court should be more vigorous in its scrutiny or more generous to states and localities scrutiny, the problem is that the Supreme Court identified a right more than 10 years ago and never granted another case. And I think the court has been derelict in its job here. You look at other areas of rights, whether you agree with the right the court found or it didn't. It usually then proceeds to, set out how far that right goes, take some exemplary cases about the standards of scrutiny and what factual situations should apply for upholding or not, and never did that with the Second Amendment. So it has it's not even delegated, it's just sort of thrown up its hands and let the lower courts fill it out. Where I might add, most of the restrictions on firearms by state and localities have been upheld by most of the federal courts. There are very few that actually have been struck down. The second point is I would still think the system should allow more diversity of, even if you were to take a strong view in the New York City case or on the original McDonald case, how far the right should go. And maybe the way to do that is different. I think maybe a different way to think of the test is, I think the whole structure of strict scrutiny, intermediate scrutiny, rational basis is just a made-up thing by the Supreme Court anyway. I mean, it's just like mostly to, well, let's go down all the other stuff they made up too, and that's like applause, louder or less loud for the ones we disagree with. I mean, they make up a lot of stuff, and the standards of scrutiny are of course, just an artificial, creation of the courts.
So we don't have three. We've got rational basis with bite, intermediate scrutiny, super intermediate scrutiny, strict scrutiny.
You've been teaching recently. So why not have a different approach, which I think, again, would be more consistent with sort of my view maybe of having a good faith originalist executive branch would be, why not actually just look at the kinds of restrictions on firearms that existed at the time of the ratification of the Bill of Rights, and to see what states and localities were allowed to do and were not allowed to do, and use that to draw our views on what the court should allow. I bet you'll see more diversity of different kinds of regulations permitted than under a strict or intermediate scrutiny approach. But at the same time, I think you would actually have real clarity about what the government can and can't do, rather than just behind the veil of strict scrutiny and intermediate scrutiny, really just allowing the court to make policy decisions about what things seem like a good idea or not to the court.
So here's one of the difficulties. First, you got to look at the kind of the practice in
Oh, wonder who they are.
$19.44. Now you saw Command of War, and if you're subscribed to the other channel, you've seen Warfare 1917, which is a World War I version of this game. I wouldn't say World War I version of this game, but you can play. It's basically free to play, and it's very similar to Command of War. Actually, you could argue, you could definitely argue, Command of War is similar to Warfare 1917. And this one is, what would you say, the spiritual successor. So let's start with a campaign. No thanks on the tutorial, friend. I fought in World War II, you know. Let's play as German campaign, only available at armorgames.com. Oh, how exclusive. We're gonna be regular. A new way to win available. Objective: destroy the bunker with your bazooka teams to take the beach. So from what I understand, the developer of this game is working on another game called like Warfare Online, and it looks pretty cool. I'm looking forward to that. It's coming out, I don't know, maybe in a few months. Hopefully. Let's see, we've got 0 experience to upgrade units, so I don't think we can do this, but it shows you what we've got available. As far as that, we can increase certain tactics, kind of better train our troops, and then we can add equipment, like we could give them grenades or mortar accuracy. Smoke mortars, that's pretty cool. I did play one little custom battle real quick, and my Panzer III got wrecked by a Sherman tank. But since the Wehrmacht, we blitzkrieg them, and you know, it was all good. It was wunderbar. We put the Scheiße all over the beaches of Normandy. So this one is called Blood on the Sand. Alright, looks like we can call in... What is this little bar up here? I don't know. Are they calling in troops? Oh, it's the Germans. Look, they got this defense bunker. Let's take the beaches, damn it. And so it looks like you've got 3 lanes to play. Here's our resource points. This is the name of the game, Warfare 19. I will put a link in the video description. Are we already getting shot at? Oh, damn. This little MG up there is dropping our soldiers already. So it's like we gotta storm the beaches, boys. How much is this? A bazooka team. I don't know if we... Let's get Captain Ryan here. Wait, no, his name wasn't Captain Ryan. They were Saving Private Ryan. What was the captain's name in Saving Private Ryan? Do we have any abilities? Sometimes you can have your men like throw grenades, but we didn't open that up yet. So it seems right now we just gotta overwhelm this beach. We're slowly knocking the guys out. Let's bring in a bazooka bunker. I don't think... Oh my god, do they have a mortar back there? Oh, or they're mines. That's definitely a possibility. But the good thing is we only get 200 every, what? Every couple seconds. Last time I tried counting in a video, people were like, yo, Baron, the way you count seconds is not actual seconds, and that was pretty funny. So now we just gotta overcome this. We gotta wait for 400, because... Oh, here's our bazooka team. Get out of there, morale bar. Fire the bazooka at the bunker. Yeah! Bring in another bazooka team. We gotta overwhelm this bunker, and then it looks like we're gonna be able to pushing on. So the unfortunate thing right now is I can't play this in 1920 by 1080. My recording box on Bandicam, which is what I used to record, is a 699 by 497 frame. That's fun. Really fun game. Look at this. We only killed 9 enemies. They killed 31 of us. We've deployed 11 squads. They only have 3, but you know, it's part of the campaign, right? New way to win available. Flanking. Move your men off the battlefield on the enemy's top and bottom zones. Will flank them, dropping morale. So I guess it sounds like conquer. Move your men to the end of the middle zone, and you'll win the battle. Interesting. New unit available. We just opened up the machine gun. So now we get to pick which one do we want to hit. Looks like I don't think I get a choice as to that. It looked like I kind of did. But if you look at this game and Warfare 1917, these games are from like 2008 and 2009. Oh, I don't think we upgraded our men. So it looks like there's some cover here, which I want to take advantage of. Here's the Germans. Ooh, and there's some hedges down here. Upgrades. Oh, we can upgrade at will. That's fantastic. Upgrade points 4. Cost of 1. I want grenades. Okay, so they became available. And then I also want... we want more ballistics. And how about, let's do that. So now our men should be upgraded even more. We should take a defensive position here. Oh, and we can't throw grenades. That's fantastic. All right. Let's try throwing a grenade. Grenade out! Throw the grenades. They're behind cover. Oh, that one landed right next to the guy. Tit-tit-tit-tat. He got wrecked. All right. How are the Germans doing? They've got one guy stationed here. Do these guys have grenades? What's this? Suppressing fire. Let's do suppressing fire and a few grenades out. We've wiped out that squad. So what I want to do is push up and secure this. Is this a 30 cal machine gun? Hell yeah. Not enough resources. We need 400. Okay, we've got that now. I wonder if there's hotkeys for this. That would make sense, wouldn't it? Yo, frag out, son. Fire that grenade. But the good thing about this is it's free to play. Oh! We're pushing up. We're getting caught in no man's land. The machine gun's here. Oh shit, the machine gun went forward. I guess only, oh, we lost, that was poor placement, poor decision making. We'll get another machine gun and we'll mount it up on these barrels. Barrels. Oh my, did we just lose all of our men? Let's get some more riflemen here. They've got this pretty good defensive works right here. The sandbags. We can't upgrade anyone else, but this 30 cal machine gun should be able to use this cover. Oh, and look at that. Terrible timing, friend. These guys just walked into cover. Oh, and look at that. Terrible timing, friend. These guys just walked into... 4 Germans walk into a bar. Oh, these guys are keeping these dudes from getting cover. Let's get a machine gun here. And we will... keep suppressing that fire, boys. Throw that frag out. Oh! That guy went up in the air. Alright, so one... oh. Over the top. We gotta save this spot for the machine gun. They're just more valuable. Yo, Saving Private Ryan, do it. Throw your grenade. He didn't get it off. Alright, so now we're gonna send some rifleman squads, and then how much is this? An assault team after this middle sandbag area. Because now that we have the 2 MGs, we should be able to defend against the waves coming up against us. But I know you can get an officer, and officers can call in airstrikes. Did I put them on the middle? Yeah, I guess I did. That does make sense. And we'll send a rifleman and an assault squad up the flanks. Oh, we overtook those bags. I think we're going to be able to win this one. We're going to pull out the dubs. Oh, yeah, we dubbed it up. I want to... let's see. Oh, look, they even take cover. But it's pretty cool. Enemy ground taken, you win. It's a fun, free-to-play game, relatively casual, and it's like you don't control the individual units per se, you more control the battlefield. That seems to be the theme for Warfare 1917 and 1944, and from what I understand, the game that's coming out, which is Warfare Online. And Warfare Online does not look like this. It's not a simple flat... oh, would this be Flash? Anyway, it's not like a simple browser game. It looks like a veritable video game with impressive graphics that, you know, almost like Men of War in terms of how they look, but like, you know, much more HD. Now we got a unit available, the officer. This is the one I want to do, and a sniper. But how do I get them? I don't want to abort. This is interesting. Okay, I guess this is more a briefing. At the end of the road is a small munitions dump just outside of your next objective. Hit hard and fast from the flanks. Recon has reported mortar fire coming from the position, so keep your men moving. Well, that definitely makes things interesting. We've got 2 upgrade points. Officers will have aircraft support available. That's definitely what we want to do. An engine upgrade. We don't have any tanks, so I don't think we need that. But I do want air support available. And then we've got one more point. Effect 10% faster reinforcement. I think that sounds pretty good, especially when we gotta move quickly. Now, if we don't if we don't have our units available that we just unlocked. Okay, good. We do have the officer. Alright, let's get some men moving. We'll get an assault squad and a rifle squad. And then I think I want an officer. Do we see the mortars? Oh, that is a mortar right there. We're gonna call in an officer. Oh my gosh. Keep men moving. Over the top, boys. Over the top. We'll send these guys down the middle road. See, because what I want to do is call in the air support on this mortar team back there. And see if that works. Because if we could knock out that mortar, guys, we are... Oh, we took out the mortar! Hell yeah! Now, everybody's pretty much dead. All of our guys are dead, including our officer. I don't think I sent him... No, never mind. He's not dead. Okay, it costs 300 XP. Let's call in an airstrike there. And let's get some riflemen to support. Oh, they started moving before we got to strike. Oh, and we lost the officer, unfortunately. We got to get to these like stone. Now that they're mortar silenced, though, we can play a little more absorb the enemy. So I guess what would be really good would be 2 machine guns.
Let's get to it. Number 10, Idi Amin. This guy has all the tropes of a horrible, horrible leader. He wears an overly decorous military uniform, he smiles a lot, and he genuinely seems like someone I would like to hang out with. But of course that means that he enjoys torturing people, starving people to death, showing torture porn on his networks, and all that sort of thing. Which is really unfortunate. Between 1971 and 1979, he was the dictator of Uganda and really wanted to be known as the most sadistic dictator in the 20th century. I'll remind you that there were a lot of crazy dictators in the 20th century, and he was up there. Case in point, one of his favorite pastimes was cutting the flesh off of victims and forcing them to eat it until they died. Oh, doesn't that just sound lovely?
Yeah, so Psycho Mitch was a evil leader who starved his people. $119, the real life JT.
Emperor Nero of the Roman Empire. This is probably one of the most well-known emperors from the Roman Empire, and that's kind of because he was really crazy. Pretty much as soon as he took the throne, he was hell-bent on getting everyone to just freaking hate him, and also to run his empire into the ground. Or burn it to the ground if you want to be punny about it. On the list of things he liked to do, you'll find raping people, torturing people, burning down cities, torturing people, impaling people, torturing people, and raping people, etc., etc. Also, if you're a Christian, you'd probably want to know that he was responsible for beheading Paul and crucifying Peter upside down. And then he also declared genocide against Christians and slaughtered lots and lots of them.
Wait, so what religion was he?
So many, in fact, that Christians of the time really thought he was the Antichrist. Number 6, you remember when you were a kid and you thought, I wonder if I took 2 people and sewed them together.
221 is the real Josh.
If they would be conjoined twins. No? Shut up, I had a weird childhood, okay? But anyway, that is exactly what Joseph Mengele did during World War II, and it was messed up. Joseph was a physician in the concentration camps during the Holocaust, and he is responsible for hundreds of thousands of deaths. He personally signed away the lives of 200,000 Jews who were sent to gas chambers. But that's not even the worst part. His big fetish was experimenting with really weird things to do to a human body, which really had no benefit at all, except for his amusement. He frequently beat people to death with his bare hands, mainly children because he wanted to see how long they could survive, but still, that's not even the worst part. He was
Wow, sounds like a lot like Josh from Living Under a Bridge.
Fascinated by twins, and he would gather thousands of pairs of twins and just do really horrible things to them, like pouring poison or chemicals into their eyes to see if he could change the color. And then he would cut off body parts or their genitals and see if he could like change them. Seriously, forced sex change operations were a big thing that he did. Also, as I mentioned before, trying to sew two people together. Often these experiments were incredibly painful, and the participant died. But of course, the guy got away with it, wasn't charged with any war crimes at the end of the war.
Well, duh. Adolf was the leader. Why would he be charged with war crimes?
Moved to Brazil and started doing the same thing to poor Brazilian people. Number 5, Ivan the Terrible of Russia. This guy started out real young and became one of the few men in history to not be called great, but be called terrible. As a child, he really enjoyed taking animals to the top of his castles and stuff and throwing them to their deaths, just for fun. Then, like a typical Michael Myers or any drug user, you really need to move on to bigger and bigger things as you get older, so he started killing people in really messed up ways. As soon as he became Michael Myers.
332, the real life max.
5. Ivan the Terrible of Russia. This guy started out real young and became one of the few men in history to not be called great, but be called terrible. As a child, he really enjoyed taking animals to the top of his castles and stuff and throwing them to their deaths, just for fun. Then, like a typical Michael Myers or any drug user, you really need to move on to bigger and bigger things as you get older. He started killing people in really messed up ways. As soon as he became Tsar of Russia, he started just kind of killing and torturing anybody that moved, or anything that moved. He killed his wife, his sons, a lot of his own people, his friends, just killed them. A lot of them. And when I'm saying a lot of people, I'm talking like 60,000 in a single massacre in the city of Novgorod. Another favorite pastime of this really horrible person was blinding people, raping young village girls and then using them for target practice, disemboweling people in front of their families, and generally just being awful. Now maybe you understand a little bit better why he's called the Terrible. Number 4, Kim Il-sung. And no, I'm not talking about Kim Jong-un or Kim Jong-il. This is the original bad daddy, and he is really brutal. Between 1948 and 1972, Sung ruled over North Korea and really did a bad job at it. He was responsible for starting the Korean War, which involved South Korea, the United States, and China, and then after the war, he killed about 90% of his generals and almost anyone who could possibly overthrow him. Then, after all those people were done, concentration camps were set up to house all the political prisoners. Now, you might be wondering, what constitutes a political prisoner? Well, basically, if you do even the slightest thing that does not like, you're a political prisoner. Then you get shipped off to camp or killed, and on top of it all, your family, I'm talking grandparents.
Well, it wasn't their fault. Kim Il-sung had a really bad temper and just hated everything.
Children, wives, brothers, sisters, they all get sent to camps too, and then all subsequent children that are born there are also imprisoned for life. There is no escape. It's really f***ed up. In total, by the end of his reign, he had killed about 16% of his population and imprisoned millions more, so what good is having a country if you just kill and imprison everybody? But somehow the people over there still think that he's a god or something, so I guess he's got something going for him. Except that he's dead. Number 3, Vlad the Impaler. You guys have heard of this guy,
Yeah, I've definitely heard of him.
Sure. I bet it's not very difficult for you to understand where he got his name, but I'll explain anyway. So this guy was the inspiration for Dracula, and he ruled over Romania for a couple years before people realized that it's not a good idea. What he really liked to do is to put people on stakes and let them die very slowly. Several other people on this list have used this tactic of impaling and putting people on stakes, but no one did it quite like him. And by that I mean the vast amount of people that he put on stakes. During one single, fit that he had the entire city of Amlas impaled, including all the children, and that totaled 20,000 people. Now, if you don't know, I'm going to tell you how the impaling process works real quick. Basically, you'd have your legs tied to 2 horses so that your legs were wide open, and then they would very slowly get up in there, get a stake up your butt. up your butt. Then once you were on there nice and firm, they would just put you standing straight up so that gravity could do the rest of the work. Now these stakes were specifically not sharp so that it wouldn't kill you too fast. Like, God forbid you die quickly. Now there are plenty of other things I could say about him and how crazy he was, but for now I'm just gonna say he was really f***ed in the head and a lot of people died as a result, so let's move on. Number 2, Joseph Stalin. Okay, calm down, he may not have murdered quite as many people and he may not have been quite as crazy, but you tell me one thing. Can you think of anything that he didn't do a little bit of? Well, did he torture anybody? Come on, are you serious? Of course he tortured people, millions of people, you stupid idiot. Did anyone starve as a result of his reign? Try like 10 to 15 million people died as a result of like his exact orders, like he wanted them to starve to death. How about the systematic murder of millions? He had 20 million of his own people murdered during his purge, and like, really? 20 million people after you just lost 15 million to starvation and 30 million to the war? How are the Russians still alive? So needless to say, that guy was just kind of really crazy, cost the lives of millions of his own people, and just generally, I don't like his mustache, so that's why he's at number 2. And finally, number 1, Adolf Hitler. I'm sure you're not surprised. I mean, did you really think that anyone else was gonna take the top spot? He was like
well, Stalin was actually worse.
The ultimate hate monger and convinced an entire nation of hardy, good people that they were superior to everyone else and everyone else deserved to die. Typically in history, it's not really possible to blame one person for major events. Like, the idea of great man history is really flawed and it doesn't actually make a lot of sense. But in the case of World War II and Hitler, they're pretty much like connected. You don't get one without the other. It's really arguable that without Hitler having like lived through World War I or ever existing, that World War II probably wouldn't have happened. And if it hadn't had happened, Stalin probably wouldn't have had the power he had in Russia, and Mao Zedong probably wouldn't have had the power he had in China. And then there are the costs of his direct actions, mainly the Holocaust, which cost the lives of 6 million Jews, homosexuals, blacks, cripples, gypsies, pretty much anyone the Reich did not view was fit. And on top of it all, the casualties of the war itself, World War II was really devastating. Somewhere around 70 million people died in that war, and it cost so many people so many more things than just life. People were displaced, lost their homes, lost family members. It was a terrible thing, and kind of his fault. Not to mention it led to the arms buildup that then led to like nukes being a thing, and then Cold War and all of that. It was all Hitler's fault. So to sum up, pretty much like connected. You don't get one without the other. It's really arguable that without Hitler having like lived through World War I or ever existing, that World War II probably wouldn't have happened. And if it hadn't had happened, Stalin probably wouldn't have had the power in Russia, and Mao Zedong probably wouldn't have had the power he had in China. And then there are the costs of his direct actions, mainly the Holocaust, which cost the lives of 6 million Jews, homosexuals, blacks, cripples, gypsies, pretty much anyone the Reich did not view was fit. And on top of it all, the casualties of the war itself, World War II was really devastating. Somewhere around 70 million people died in that war, and it cost so many people so many more things than just life. People were displaced, lost their homes, lost family members. It was a terrible thing, and kind of his fault. Not to mention it led to the arms buildup that then led to like nukes being a thing, and then Cold War and all of that. It was all Hitler's fault. So to sum up, Hitler just really sucked. And that's why he's number 1. I'm just a boy. Don't be evil, okay? Thanks, guys. You have been lied to your entire life. Seriously, there are a lot of things that you and I believe to be common knowledge that are just downright wrong. So today we'll be counting down 25 lies and misconceptions.
So we'll send in. Do we call in an MG? Or did we not have the resources? 400, okay. Now these guys are gonna have to go in order to make way. Actually, we've got 3 lanes pushing right now. If we can take these sticks. Alright, yes, now we need a machine gun here. Sniper, I wonder how effective those are. Let's get a sniper. We haven't used those yet. Oh, and this is pretty good cover. Our guys are doing work. Let's Let's get the officer. Oh, the officer died. Let's push you forward. Because if you can take this spot with a machine gun, we'll be able to hold it for days. But right before that, we got to send them over the top because only one unit can occupy that. So this guy will be sacrificed. Private Ryan. They're all Private Ryans to me. You have been sent. What is this? A sniper. I don't know where we can put him. I wish you could move him to the other lane. That'd be kind of cool. These guys are going to have to move to make way for machine gun as well. So let's do that about now. And then this 30 cal should be able to set up and start silencing these guys. I kind of want an officer to bring in that air support again. And let's send in some riflemen and an assault team right down the middle. We didn't have the money for the assault team, but we can call in another rifleman squad. And actually another one, because by the time a rifleman squad's available... Oh, shit! Do we have the officer? Yes, we do. Alright, call in an airstrike. It's 300. Oh, man. I think our sniper's just now knocking them out. So I don't even think we're going to need... Oh, we couldn't... we probably could have figured out a way. I called it an airstrike here arbitrarily. So at this point, we're just going to blitz the enemy. Did we lose a die? We killed ourselves to an airstrike. Learn something new every day, boys. Huzzah! Enemy ground taken. We win. So let's do one more level. And then you guys can decide if you'd like to see more Warfare 1944 on this channel. Warfare 1917 is up on the other channel, so you can definitely check it out there. We're going to be getting into our regular scheduled War Thunder upgrade, or uploads, not upgrades necessarily. And if you've got going up, new unit available, the bazooka. Perfect timing. I wonder if we're going to be... We've got one upgrade experience point available. And I'd rather just save it for now, because some of these other... We don't have any tanks. I really would like to see armor in this game. Armor convoy deploying to battlefield. Now, does that mean we're fighting an armor convoy? Let's see. We gotta listen very carefully. Okay, Germans coming down the middle road. So then let's get a machine gun team here. Hopefully they get there in time. We'll send a rifleman squad here. Oh, the timing isn't ideal. Let's see where if this MG stops. Oh, that 30 cal just went to work. Just started barking at him. Oh, wow, we are getting a lot. Oh, I hear the tank. What is it, a Panzer III? Yeah, it's a Panzer III with a long 50 mil. Okay, we need bazookas. We need to set up an ambush here. We're gonna lose this infantry squad. I wonder if their grenades are going to be able to work. Oh god, incoming! 50 mil fire. And coax. Fire the grenade. Throw AP grenades. I don't think we have AT. Alright, now I need another bazooka team. Oh, you know what we need is an officer. Oh god. But where? I think we need another bazooka team. Alright, bazookas are being fired. Oh my god, they just wiped out. Alright. While the bazooka teams are firing, engines damaged. That's kind of cool. I guess there could be damage models. I opted to send a rifleman squad down the middle. All right, this is a problem. We gotta stall them. They're literally right here. I put in riflemen and then bazookas, and I'm hoping this bazooka guy right here. He died. Shit. Ground lost. You have been defeated. All right, let's try this one more time. We've experienced a worthy challenge. Okay, so now I know how to do it. I think an MG team on the top right away. U.S. defeat. Look at that. Enemies killed 22. We only killed 4 of them. We're gonna do this one more time, and now that we kind of have a feel, like that was a German blitzkrieg right there. Combined arms of infantry. So MG up. Now let's get some riflemen, and I want them at these second bags. I want over the top, boys. So then the bazooka can get up this position. So these guys will be able to take out the infantry, and then we'll have time to call in. Maybe if we had space for an officer, that'd be ideal. Oh, they changed up their tactics. I hear the tank coming already. Do we have time for an officer? We're gonna risk it for the biscuit, guys. Alright, we're under attack. Bazooka should be firing soon. We called in an officer as backup. Dude, we're out of range right here. This is a problem. But we're calling in an airstrike. Alright, we need another bazooka man here. Oh, airstrike, son! Get wrecked. The P-51, okay. Oh, airstrike, son! Get wrecked. The P-51, okay. Let's get... Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, they've got a sniper out there. I hear him. We're gonna send some riflemen down the middle. Oh, the bazooka's firing! But I think he's getting suppressed. Wow, he actually did some good work. But I think he's getting suppressed. Wow, he actually did some good work. So we're gonna delay them with some riflemen pushes down the middle. Expendable troops. There are casualties in war after all, but there's definitely a sniper here. Where is he? I thought I heard him for sure. Must be dead. Alright, so at this point it's just a mad dash. Oh wait, I hear. Oh shit, these guys are walking right in. Let's see if we can't scroll back here. Get our officer. Call in an airstrike. See if that works. Hopefully it does. Calling a bazooka up north. On the top lane. Airstrike timing. Oh, it hit it. It didn't kill it though. Come on, boys. We've got a bazooka team. We need... Oh, God. Oh, the bazooka's getting caught out in no man's land. Shit. We need another airstrike. Now, that's just riflemen. Now we gotta save up for the bazookas. We need 400. Here comes the P-51. Actually, it looked like a Kitty Hawk to me. A P-40. So, I think that is... Oh, that machine gun. Please don't die on me, machine gun. Oh, beautiful. And it's not a sniper, it's just a rather accurate Kar 98. Is that another tank? I hope not. Oh shit, there's another tank. Bazooka man down the middle. Oh my god, this 50 mil. This is gonna be really freaking challenging. Airstrike. Damn. Oh, come on. This is the bazooka guy. Oh, he got a hit. Yes! Okay, now we just gotta push. Oh! Objective completed, victory! Huzzah! Ladies and gentlemen, we just won Warfare 1944. Let me know if you'd like to see more. And remember, Warfare 1917, he got a hit. Oh! I just won. Channel of dudes, ladies and gentlemen, so stay tuned.